At this moment in your life, where are you seeking advice and coaching?
So it happens on a couple of different levels. I have a great campaign team that I'm constantly going back to for feedback, for advice. I am always going to my wife, Valerie, for guidance from her. My parents I talk to every single day, so I always kind of give them as much insight as I can and ask them what they think and so on. But one of the most unsuspecting sources of advice and guidance has really come from so many people in the neighborhood. I have one of these habits that I do. We do all these house parties around the neighborhood, and every time we do one, we have like 10, 20, 30 people show up, and it's great. Every following day after a party, I pick up the phone and I call everybody who showed up. And I ask them, first, thank you for showing up and taking an interest. What did you think of the event? What can I do better? And I think it really surprises people that I take the time to kind of call and actually ask them, what else we can be doing. And, from that, I get just so much great feedback from people who, tell me what they thought I did, pretty decent at and what I could improve on. This whole process is a learning experience. And because the campaign's so long, I think I've really benefited as a candidate by learning so much and actually taking the time to ask for feedback, and it just makes you a little bit better of a candidate, of a person, so you understand, how to really listen and hear from people and what you can improve on.
The people you're running against are older and more experienced. In getting feedback from the neighborhood, the voters, what feedback has been most useful for the folks that have been around for previous elections and understand how the system works?
It is a very interesting landscape, and I think the best feedback that I'm getting about my own campaign is at this time, with the mayor and half the council leaving, people are really looking for a change, and they really do want some new energy and a different perspective. And I think they see in me someone who's worked hard in politics, understands business, understands the challenges that we as a community are facing. They see me as someone who's starting a family on the west side and is really focused on the future of our neighborhood and the issues that will impact our city. So when it comes to the choice in this election, you have 5 other folks who are great and care about the neighborhood and have kind of been around doing different things. And then you have someone else who's a bit of a fresh new face who is looking to disrupt the system a little bit and do a little bit more for our community. And I like that. I like that landscape, because if they're focused on the same group of people and they divide that vote and I can get enough people out, then I should be in good shape. So it's like if they're fighting for the same group of people that are always hyper engaged that they've known forever, and they divide them up because there's no clear front runner among them, then it gives me a real shot to kind of get some of the new people, because this is a high turnout election. So this is a mayoral race. If it was a special election with low turnout, I wouldn't stand a chance. If it was me versus any one of them, I wouldn't stand a chance. But in a high turnout race, in a transformative election, with me versus all of them, I think it's anybody's race.